Yeah. All right.
And we're live. PJ, you ready?
Yeah, you guys both ready?
Yeah, I was born ready. My dick is hard. My brain is.
All right, stop
foul.
talking then so I can intro.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to We Are Assholes, the show where we are assholes. I'm your host, PJ Philium. I am race, gender, and 9/11 fluid. My pronouns are they, them.
Hi, my name's Laugh Track or Bobby. I identify as whatever we're talking about this week, and I identify as the Great Emu War.
I am Dave, and my gender pronouns are in Animal Crossing she and her. I'm a pretty little black girl.
And the name on your passport or the title is Animal Grandma, so it checks out.
Certainly does.
Okay, so last week we didn't upload anything, so we're just going to move straight into this, and we're not going to talk at all about what happened last week. So this week we're ranking 9/11s. So do I need to explain what 9/11s are, or does everyone understand?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I think.
that's-
Wait, well, no, continue.
Okay, yeah. So if you don't understand, I think you'll understand once I start reading them off. So for the actual rankings, we switched up the scoring again this week. So now it's no longer, it's still 1 through 10, but everything isn't necessarily ranked only 1 per number. Now each category or each 9/11 is ranked specifically on each attribute, not in comparison to the others, just for that one. Does that make sense? I explained that flawlessly with no stuttering, so it's probably really easy to understand what I was saying.
So it's not golf scoring, is what you're saying?
No. But the ranks are still that 1 is the best and 10 is the worst, like when
How
I
it
read
should
them
be.
out.
How it should be.
Yeah, it's how you guys always want it.
So, am I allowed to ask about what the fuck the scoring is, or no?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, what the fuck are the decimals there for? Like, I'm looking at this and there's so many goddamn decimals. What
Oh.
the fuck?
Yeah, well, I mean, we can get into that later on, but let me just read through
Oh,
what all the rankings are. Okay, so
fuck.
so that means that 1 is the absolute worst 9/11, or like, yeah. So for the sake of this to be the worst,
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is the worst 9/11?
so yeah, so it's like the worst 9/11. So you would say that the one that's number 1 is the most catastrophic thing that's ever happened, and
Okay.
number 10 is the least of these that's catastrophic. So number 10 is a straight dad finding out their son is gay. Number 9 is the Irish potato famine. Number 8 is anytime a white person says the N-word. Number 7 is the Great Emu War. Number 6 is nuking the Japs. Number 5 is the actual 9/11. 4, Holocaust. 3, Columbine. 2, OJ being falsely accused. And 1, dead naming.
So, I have a question.
Yes.
What is an emu or an emu or however you say that?
Dave, you guys are the experts over there in Australia. You guys are the ones who fought the Great Emu War. Do you want to tell Andrew what they are?
Yeah. The emus are our version of emos. And we slaughtered them all. So there's no more of them in Australia.
So there's no more edgy, angsty teens?
0. They're all
0.
gone.
They're all fucking wiped out.
Thank fuck for that.
All right, so I'm going to Google it.
Okay, no
I'm gonna
Googling on
Google
the show,
it.
remember? That's a rule, no Googling on the show.
Ha-
What the
were-
fuck
Do you
is
know
that
what the
thing?
Great Emu War is, Andrew? Do you know what that is?
No, that thing is
Andrew-
disgusting. Holy
You were-
shit.
You were asked to memorize all the rules and follow them. So, are you pretending that you didn't memorize all the rules?
No. What is an emu? Like, I'm looking at it right now.
It's
And
just
it
like
looks-
an ostrich. It's basically the same thing.
Mixed with a rat? Thing is disgusting. All right, moving on. I'm
Yeah.
done.
So, okay,
You know what the
sorry.
Great Emu War is?
So
no,
you like,
I didn't
you
not
like
know what
ost-
an emu was.
Stop talking over me. You like ostriches.
They're
Ostriches
good.
are cool to you. They're fine.
No.
They're normal.
They're not. They're not. Ostriches are dumb. They fucking stick their head in the ground when danger approaches. That's not how you fucking. It's not getting away. You're fucking retarded. Like, oh, someone's firing bullets at me. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna stick my head in the ground and find a way out of here.
That's true. That's neither fight nor flight. So
That is
that's
just dumb.
agreed. Yeah.
So if an emu doesn't do that, even though they're hideous, they're automatically better than an ostrich. 'Cause
We'll just
fuck
assume they're the
ostriches.
same thing for this.
Okay, same thing.
They're still better than dodos.
Yeah, just fucking no, they're not.
So the Great Emu War
they
was
are.
basically just everyone in Australia. There was a bunch of emus, and they were just like, "Oh, we should kill them all because it's bad for the environment, or something." And then they just wasted a bunch of ammunition and money, and then they lost against emus.
I thought
right?
they didn't have guns down there in Aussie town.
Yeah.
You guys have
did.
guns?
Yeah, we did.
Until some fucking shot a kid.
Yeah.
Fucking irresponsible sons of bitches.
We had our version of Sandy Hook, but it was actually Sandy from Greece, the Australian version. You know, played by Olivia Newton-John.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, this is a great bit. Go on.
The bit's done, and it was great. Thank you very much. It's called word association, dickhead.
There's only one Australian that I really give a shit about, and that's Julia Gillard. Okay.
In the list of comedic devices that we're allowed to use on the show, I'm pretty sure word association's on the list.
I know
moderation.
visual bits are out.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay, so I'll read
Just
through the
before.
tributes. There's one less than last week's because I deleted one of them when Carl was on, and I couldn't be bothered to go back to an old spreadsheet and add it in. So it's less than usual, but it's still just as good. So the tributes are plausibility, horrificness, gayness, factual evidence, first impression, friend making, wokeness, creativity, global impact, patheticness, math, impact on the NFL, fashionability, stealth, bustability, and reading.
Yes.
So none of these are very woke, are they? As I'm guessing. Like there's two of them that have a chance.
Yeah, there's two that are considered kind of woke, and that's Columbine with a 6.2 out of 10 and Nuking the Japs a 6.74. Everything else is below like a 3.5.
Yeah, so can we talk about that? Because that's interesting to me. I like to. I want to look at all these negatives.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to read through them all. Like, I'm not going to read through all the decimals and stuff. I mean, I could, but that would be even more tedious than the other way.
Go ahead, PJ. I'm waiting.
So, well, I mean, even better now. I don't think Andrew knows yet, but the reason why there's decimals for everything, Andrew, is because for every single number now, behind that is its own spreadsheet.
Yeah, if you double click on the specific cell, it takes you to another page.
Yep.
So let's click on cell J3, and we'll look at why actual 9/11 is rated a 1.1 in wokeness.
Yep. See, Andrew?
No, I don't see
There's
anything.
a lot of work behind this.
I don't see anything.
Open your eyes. That'll help.
Okay, so which of these numbers do you want to talk about from wokeness?
So specifically, which number I want to talk about?
Like, which one don't you agree with?
Well, I don't agree with OJ being falsely accused. I mean, I think the court acquitted him, didn't they?
What do you mean?
He's at a 1.1 on the wokeness scale.
Yeah, he was acquitted, but he was falsely accused, which was a 9/11. That's one of the worst things that's ever happened. I mean, right now it's rated 2. That's the second worst thing to ever happen.
Oh, so you're saying that him being falsely accused was bad? Like when they accused him and he didn't do it, it was bad.
Yeah,
so
I
that
mean,
wasn't a very woke thing that happened.
yes, exactly.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
They
no, I understand that.
because they accused him just because he's black. He was a rich black guy, so they were all jealous. They had a bunch of evidence against him. Like, it was really racist. So, not woke.
So okay. So now that I've got that squared away, Columbine's at a 6.2, but I think that they should be higher. Like I'm thinking maybe in the 7 or 8 range.
Okay,
Because I mean, listen. So Columbine is having effects on us today. I saw an ad last year, at the end of the last decade. And there was an ad for you remember the ad that's going around about like back to school or whatever.
Yeah, I remember that specifically.
yes, we all remember that ad. Yes.
Okay, so in the ad it was like these kids like around the classroom, and like, but slowly shit got worse and worse. Like the kids started running down the hallway. A fat kid pushed this other skinny kid to a locker. This guy, he had a pen. This girl had a colored pencil, and she was like acting like she was gonna like protect herself from a gunman with it. You don't remember that ad? That shit was fucking.
No, can
terrifying.
you go through some other commercials though while we're talking about commercials?
So I remember when I was younger, Ben 10 was real popular, and the Toys R Us was selling his little watch that turns him into aliens, and I had to get that shit. Okay, I saw the commercials for it.
Okay. So just to be clear, your reasoning for why Columbine needs to be more woke, which right now it's rated a 6.2, right? You're saying it needs to be more woke than 6.2 because you saw a commercial with a kid being shoved against a locker.
Well,
Correct?
and a kid threw a bike out the window.
Okay, yeah, I'll bump them up. 7.8. That sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good.
That's that's a little closer to
I'd
the
say,
8.
I
You
mean,
said between 7 and
I'd
8.
say it was a pretty well, and there was a lot of Hispanic kids in that commercial too. So I mean, bonus.
Oh,
points.
okay. I'll bump it up to like a 7.83.
7.83. Okay.
Okay, so any of these other ones that you guys disagree with, or that you want some clarity on why I ranked it at that?
Yeah, so a straight dad finding out that their son is gay, that's ranked at a 1.2. Wouldn't the wokeness depend on like what kind of family they're in? Like if the dad's Catholic or if the dad's pagan, you know what I'm saying?
So, I mean, if this was not a 9/11, then yes, but this is specifically about the straight dads that aren't okay with it, which is why it's a 9/11. I guess I should change it, but then I'd have to make the spreadsheet bigger. Like religious, bigoted, racist, homophobic straight dad finding out their son is gay. That's what it actually should be called.
So is it not woke because the dad's not accepting the son being gay, or is it not woke because the dad's not gay himself?
Well, it's not woke because the dad. So everyone who's straight, secretly they're like, man, I hope that my son wants to plow pussy, doesn't want some guy banging him in the ass. So that's
Why not?
pretty unwoke. So then when they find out that their son is gay, they're like, oh man. You know?
Yeah, that's
that's
what happens
unwoke.
that's what happens every time. The dad
Yep.
just goes, "Oh man," and then he goes in his room and watches sports.
Yeah, and then he's like, you fucking faggot, and then he slams the door and he like tells him not to come to his funeral, and then he goes and cries. So that's unwoke, but it's a 1.2 instead of 1.1 because then sometimes they come around.
Yeah, so all those words, all you have to say is fag son, because that tells the whole story of what you just said.
Yeah, but we're articulate here, Dave.
Just
We don't
like
like
the
we don't
like
like
the word.
using like minimalistic words to express our thoughts. You know,
You know why I want fewer words for the straight dad one, and then the N-word one as well.
why?
I don't know how to make it that. I don't know how to make the N word any shorter though. If anything, it needs to be longer.
What's easier?
Why-
Drop the ER and put an A at the end.
Whitey say N-word. That's all you got to do.
Can you just say
No,
N-word?
That
white
sounds
man?
racist. You can't just call a white person a whitey. Racist.
Yeah, that's like me. It's like me.
Shut up, Andrew. W word say N-word.
W word.
W word.
W word. Say
W
N-word.
word say N-word. That's good. Yeah. You're right. I'm
That's
so
pretty
stupid.
woke. That's pretty woke of you, Dave. We should bump that up to like 2.3 just because of that. Just because we changed the title.
Well,
So
no,
change-
but it's unwoke for a W word to say the N word.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of W words saying the N word. I think us
Actually,
acknowledging that.
Would you say that maybe it's come around to the point where so few W words say the N word that now to say it, it's like a little woke? That's kind of why I gave it a 1.9. I'm wondering if maybe I should bump it up even higher than that.
Yeah, I mean, the only people,
Yeah, I
the,
think
on,
bump
the,
it
on,
up
the
higher.
only W words I see saying the N words are W words that strictly hang out with N words. Or can I say hanging out with N words? Is that not woke? Can I say hanging out with N words? Is that bad?
No, that's fine. You're not saying the actual N word, any variation of it, so it's fine.
All right. So
And also my American friends from Arkansas and Alabama, who aren't racist, but they just like saying the word a lot. some
And people
reason.
from West Virginia that are racist and say the N-word a lot. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
unwoke.
Wait.
So are we
So
moving it
are we
up
going
or
up or
down?
down?
Or? Are you guys okay with the
Well,
1.9
why?
for
Well,
Oh,
why
it's got
is
to go up a little bit, I think. Yeah.
up a little
Yeah.
bit? How about like
2.3. 2.3.
2.56? That sound good?
Yep, that sounds good.
Okay. So on wokeness, how come actual 9/11's at a 1.1? I mean, I think that event has changed the course of history forever. I think it's pretty woke, to do something that brave. Those guys did. Those guys
Mhm.
knew what they were doing. They knew that there was going to be change when they did what they did.
Yeah,
I mean,
necessary change.
I mean, you realize airports have never been more secure. They did that in mind, knowing that the world would be safer.
oh, so you're
It's
saying they did it as like
to show how faulty the system is, so it could be improved. They were-
to
it was-
say
it was
like fuck the right. This is for liberals. Gotcha.
yeah,
This
yeah.
is for this is for the minorities. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
And well, actually, and because airports were improved around the world, being more secure, that's now actually saved more lives. It will have reduced the number of corona deaths more than the wonderful people who sacrificed themselves. So, thanks for that.
So after running the numbers
it's-
again, it came out to 7.21
net
wokeness. Does that sound
positive.
okay?
I think, but I mean, come on, is it really? Did Columbine do more than what 9/11 did? When
Yeah.
we get down
Think
to
about how many school shooters came from that. Like they were kind of revolutionary in that sense.
well, they did bring along. They did help bring along the term simp later on.
Did they? Did that come from Columbine?
Well, I mean, a lot of the school shooters, they are simps. A lot of school shooters are incels that aren't able to get with actual women, so they get online and pretend to love women. And
I
then they
think
shoot up
those
the
are
schools
incels.
together.
I think
Imagine
you're
someone like
conflating
that.
the two. They're not the same.
Am I just reaching here? Is that all I'm doing?
Yeah, I think that it's fine. I
right.
mean, do you think Columbine should go down? I think it's pretty woke just because
Yeah.
it was like pretty creative. I guess that'd be creativity though.
I think we're done with.
So,
I think we can move on.
There used to be a brand of
Okay.
to keep to interrupting me over and over again, Andrew. Yep. Okay.
I
What
was
were you gonna
talking
say?
before you, but okay.
No, you weren't. I definitely started first.
Your Australia lag, all right, does not take priority over me talking.
He was talking first for me too. Let's both gang up on
No.
Andrew again and then get in a big fight and not release an episode over interrupting instead of video this time.
I wait for a gap, but Andrew just keeps talking and talking and talking. Oh, but now he's stopped.
So I need to stop talking.
Yeah, but now you go now you go to the other extreme.
Andrew,
Just-
Look, I don't know
Don't.
what you want to do. I'm the hype
used-
man.
There used to be a brand of caramels. I think you idiots call them caramels or something. What do you how do you
Caramel.
say-
Caramel.
I
say
call them
caramel.
caramels.
Caramel.
Don't some idiots in the US call them caramels?
Caramel.
Yeah,
That's a
I've heard
caramel.
people say that. I heard it's a different thing, but I
Hey,
don't
give
know
me
the
them
difference.
Werther's original caramel creams, please.
Yes. So there used to be a brand of caramels called Columbines.
Rich and smooth.
Rich and
Yes.
and then for some reason to memorialize actual Columbine, they changed the name to Memorables. I don't know why.
Wouldn't that
I
make
think
you
you
forget?
never forget.
Never forget.
Never forget.
So
I think. Well, I think that alone should bump them up from a 7 point. I mean, I'm running the numbers on my end, and it's going up to like an 8.19.
We've got some random commenter saying Columbines were delish. No, they were not. They pulled out teeth. I'm glad they changed it to a shittier name. So
because
it saved teeth.
it's memorable in the way they just destroyed teeth and helped the dentist industry.
All right. So, what
Deluged.
attribute should we move on to next? I think we're done with wokeness.
Well, I mean, you did mention creativity when we were talking about that, so we could move on to that if you want.
I
if
think
you'd like.
creativity is a little close. Maybe we'll like circle back to that.
All right. Well, we could talk about gayness. It's
Okay.
closer. It's close enough. I want to talk about gayness and specifically talking about a straight dad finding out how their son is gay.
Okay. Yeah.
So how is that not the most gay?
Straight dad finding out their son is gay? Well,
Yeah.
it's rated how it is the most gay, isn't it? Oh, no, there's two that are more gay.
Columbine's more gay. Columbine's the gayest thing to ever happen. Apparently.
Yeah, so-
and the Great Emu War.
So Columbine's a 9.9 out of 10. So nothing can be a 10 out of 10 because in Todd's word, there's always room for improvement, right, Dave?
Yes, always.
Oh, you know, so speaking of which, I don't want to give up my location, but where I live, when I was in middle school, you could not score a perfect test or a perfect score on a test on the end of school year test,
Why?
because they said you can't do better than yourself. I don't know.
What?
That doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. What?
Well, I was in middle school and like the guy got a 99 in my class. He got a 99 in the test.
Yeah.
He's like, how come I didn't get 100? They said, well, you got all the questions right. And he's like, well, then how come I didn't get 100? And they said, well, this is a scale, of how good, like how good you can be, and you can't do better than yourself. So you get a 99 instead of a 100, but it's a perfect score.
And or did they go the line that only God's perfect and you ain't?
Well, I mean,
So
that's probably it. I mean, like
lesson learned.
Okay, so this middle school that I went to was in the middle of a hick town. Okay, I mean there was nothing. There was nothing around. There was just grass and trees and a farm, right?
What else was
But
there?
but the most technologically sound that they had cell blockers. You could not use a phone in the school ever. Like it was catastrophic.
Whoa, isn't that illegal?
I mean you couldn't act like I couldn't call my mom when I was in school.
I think if they actually are like putting stuff there and making it so you can't make phone calls, it's illegal.
It was
without
real
certain
hard.
Permissions.
It was real hard to make phone calls. Yeah, it was real hard to make phone calls. Like I remember, I was in some rooms you could not get a lick of signal.
So Andrew, that wasn't a school. You were in juvie, right?
I mean, it felt like it.
I agree with the not being able to score 100 because there's always room for improvement. Even if you get all the answers right, like
Yeah, I mean,
You
you
could've
can't do
done
better.
better.
You can't do better than yourself.
yeah, you could always do better. Okay, so gayness. So yeah, Columbine 9.9. That's because those two guys that did it, they were super gay. They only hung out with each other. Guarantee you that they were like pounding each other's assholes.
I mean, they're polished, but when they say polish their guns, you know what they meant.
Yeah, like they pretend like all those videos was them like shooting guns at stuff. What they didn't show us is all the times of them just like anally penetrating each other.
Yeah, I mean, but most of their shooting action was them actually just skeet shooting. If you know what I'm saying.
And the Great Emu Wars tied with them for the most gay at 9.9 out of 10. That's because, come on, losing to emus, that's super gay.
Wait, they
Wait,
lost to the emus? They lost?
They just gave up because
Oh,
they're like, we're wasting so much money and ammunition. I believe that's what happened.
So what happened in the Great Emu War, from what I'm getting at, is they used so much ammunition. They was like, we got to ban the guns after this. This is too much money we're putting into this, and that's why Australia banned the guns. Was because they put too much money into the Great Emu War.
Yes. But back to the school shootings.
Yeah.
Was Columbine the good one, or was Sandy Hook the good one? Sandy Hook was the sequel, or one of the sequels.
Sandy
a lot
Hook
of
was the one that
Columbine was the original.
Casey
and the best?
Sewell talked about, and they got in trouble for.
Yeah, Columbine is the one that was, I don't know if it was the first one necessarily, but it was the one that got school shootings like mainstream, I guess.
Right. So it was like Aliens, but previously to that there had been Alien or several Alien.
I don't know. That's the first
school
one I know of.
shootings.
I'm assuming that wasn't like an original idea that they had, but I don't know.
Columbine was the big blockbuster one,
Yeah.
is what you're saying.
Yes.
Directed by James Cameron.
Is Columbine the one that was turning the frogs gay? Which one? I can't remember.
That's Sandy Hook, but I mean that's not directly
Sandy Hook,
related.
okay.
Well, I mean for the sake of this, yeah, Sandy Hook turned the frogs gay. I think
Columbine
that's-
was the one where Bill Paxton said "Game over, man." Right?
Was it? Wait, who's Bill Paxton?
before
Can I
he got
Google that?
shot. I think it's Bill Paxton. the guy who says "Game over, man" in Aliens, and then the Newt girl before she was shot, she said they mostly come out in the daytime. Wait, when did the Columbine shooting happen? It was the daytime, right?
Yeah.
So I'm looking at this GIF
They
of Game
mostly-
Over, man, and he looks real sad.
All right. What other gifts can we look up from movie quotes?
So-
Well,
It sounds
someone's
pretty gay.
yeah.
Gay over, man.
So we're just
So,
all agreeing
I agree.
that is the most gay. Columbine's the most gay.
Yes. Yes.
Now, it's making me question if Great Emu War is as gay as it, though. I think I'm going to bump it down.
Yeah, it's not. It's really not.
9.89. So that's tied with Straight Dad finding out their son is gay. Because the reason that one is so gay is because those straight dads, they're actually secretly gay and they're just jealous of their sons.
Yeah, but
They're like,
wouldn't
"Man,
that be
I wish I
the
could
most
be
gay
that
if they're
open."
actually like gay?
What?
I mean, isn't the most gay thing to do is to hide that you're gay and get
Yes.
mad at people for being? So that would make it
Mhm.
that would make it tied with Columbine then.
I mean, I don't
No,
think.
I
I
don't
mean, we
think
just
so.
gave a ton of evidence why Columbine's the most gay. I don't think anything's as gay as that.
I mean, whatever. I mean, I think nuking the Japs was like a 1.1. I don't know why you put 1.7. It wasn't
Well,
really gay at all.
So yeah, I mean, dropping atomic bombs on stuff, that's like pretty straight and not gay at all. But
Yeah.
there's something to be said for not taking it face to face like a man. Like what should have happened is FDR or whoever, I guess it was LBJ at that point.
It
Wait.
was FDR.
No, yeah, LBJ was something was later on. So yeah, so he should have went over there personally and flown the plane that dropped the bombs. He didn't do that, so that makes it a little gay.
Okay,
So-
okay.
That's my reasoning, at least.
So speaking of being gay, the impact on the NFL.
Wait. Everybody stop.
Why
The
do you do this
name-
all the time? Why?
Because late breaking news, what was the name of the bomber? The name of the plane? For the nuclear,
I want to
The
fucking
nuke-
off
nuke-
myself.
the nuking the Japs, what was the name of the plane?
The Oppenheimer. I don't know.
The Enola Gay. So
Okay.
So we need to bump it up a little. Oh wait, no,
I think
annul a
so.
gay. That means they're shutting down gays. They're annulling gays.
no.
Yes.
The plane survived.
Whatever's gonna move
What are you
on.
talking about?
Whatever's
No,
gonna
you-
make us move on.
What was it called? It was called annul a gay.
Yes.
Yeah, so it annuls a gay. That's going down to like a 1.3. They annul, and think of all the gay people they killed when they did that. Probably a decent amount.
Dave ruined my flawless
Hmm.
transition.
No, do it. Pretend like that didn't happen.
You pretend like that didn't happen. Come
So
on.
I'm not gonna
speaking
edit
of
it,
being-
but it'll.
Can't transition.
So speaking of being gay, the impact on the NFL. I can't do this. It's not the same.
All right, impact on the NFL. Yeah, what are you going to talk about?
Well, I mean, mostly you saying gay made me think of the NFL, but I mean, we can still talk about it.
Yeah, if we're gonna, the audience wants to know what the impact on the NFL was from these 9/11s. I'm assuming Dave knows what the NFL is, American football.
So back to gayness. The name of the bombs. What was the name of the second bomb?
You really know how to ruin the hype, don't you?
What was the name of the second bomb, Andrew?
So Dave's a piece of shit. 3,000.
I mean, the first one.
Oh, fuck. I don't know.
We all know the second name of the bomb. Second bomb name was Fat Man. So that's gay if you're into bears.
Wait, I thought that was the first one.
No, that was the second one.
Oh, was the first one named Thanos?
No,
Yes. All right, moving on. It was
the
Thanos.
first one was called Little Boy.
Yeah, it was a little boy. I definitely thought it was Fat Man and then Little Boy. We're
how
on
is it- how
to
is it still
impact to the
1.3?
NFL. Didn't you hear Andrew's half-assed transition to impact on the NFL?
No, I really didn't.
Okay, yeah, he stopped halfway through. It was great.
So speaking of
So
gayness,
bump up
the
to
impact on the
1.3, and then we
Fuck.
can move on to the transition.
God damn it.
PJ, make it 1.4. Be a smartass or whatever. Just it's got to go up. We all agree,
Oops.
right?
Yep, it went up 1.31.
Dave, quit
There
being
you
a
go.
little
Thank you
little
very
boy
much.
fat man and
No,
let's move on.
yeah, the little boy fat man thing was pretty good. I'll bump it up to like a 2.1.
Dave just doesn't know how to let go. That's his problem.
No, that was a good point. It's just still
I mean,
we made
he's-
some good points on why it's not gay. So like if we didn't make those points, it would be higher, but it definitely killed a decent amount
But I
of gay
mean,
people.
I'm all about keeping things in motion, and Dave's just slowing it down.
Well, I mean, the point of this is to take as much time as we need and make sure we
I
get this right.
understand, but we're doing this pretty efficiently. We're getting these out fast. We're taking enough time to get them out with quality.
That's not the point of the show. The point of the show is to be accurate.
Yeah, but
yes,
I think
accuracy over entertainment value, always.
Well, it's more accurate or it's more entertaining if we're accurate.
do you guys know Tom
Yes.
Brady's part of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
What?
That's not one of the
what did you just say?
9/11s.
Oh, sorry. Are we transitioning to NFL now?
Yeah. Well, not even impact on the NFL
Well,
on
now-
the spreadsheet.
well-
We're just doing NFL news, current events.
So
Tom
so
Brady on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
you
The
ruined
NFL
yet
draft
another
coming up
flawless
couple
transition.
weeks. Oh,
NFL.
and then we can transition smoothly from this conversation into my dynasty fantasy football team. I have the top 3 picks in my rookie draft. Do you want to know who I'm going to take? I mean, it does depend on the landing
my
position.
Is it going to be an N-word, N-word, W word?
No, they're all going to be N-words.
Okay, of course they are, as they should be.
All right. So
So,
speaking of
I've got a
N-words, do you want to know
question.
why? Okay, sure.
What do racists call the NFL?
Then never mind.
Okay.
Well, I was about to have
Well,
a fraudulent slip. What's it called?
fraudulent
That's what it is.
slip. Yes.
It's
Yeah,
a
there
fraudulent
we go.
slip. He was
Yeah.
going to have a fraudulent slip.
So have we finished NFL yet? No, we're still
No.
doing it.
No, we're talking
Okay.
about Tom Brady being part of the Tampa gay fucking queers, or whatever they're called.
Okay.
Did you know that he trademarked Tampa Bay and something else? He did 2 stupid puns, and then he tweeted out saying, "I can't believe Drew Brees hasn't trademarked Drew Orleans."
Drew Orleans, what a fucking asshole if he did that.
All right, so that's the impact on the NFL segment. Now let's
you-
move on
Can you
to
explain that joke to
horrificness.
the international audience?
So Drew Brees is this guy who he's almost like in an OJ thing. He got in trouble for beating up a few N-words. He's also the quarterback
Wow.
of the
Is that what OJ did?
Yes.
also, right?
Okay. Yep. All right. Cool.
No, he was falsely accused of killing his wife, but he actually just beat up a few N-words. That's what happened.
Mm.
Yeah, falsely accused for a different crime. So, but yeah, Drew Brees is. I mean, he
Just
also
like
happens
Dr.
to be a.
Richard Kimball.
He also happens to be a running back for the Louisiana Cajun Queefs, whatever their name is. What they're called, PJ?
Yeah, he was just this white guy who has the worst birthmark of all time on his face. It's like the shape of a kidney bean. That's all you need to know about him. All right,
About
so
Drew
horrificness. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying
got-
to
he-
move on from the
he got-
impact on the NFL.
He got that name
Damn
Drew
it.
Brees because he used to just wear no pants in the locker room, and whenever a breeze kicked in, his big old schlong just knocked into each other's thighs.
Is that
Yeah.
real? It's not-
No,
It's not. It's
yeah,
not funny.
sure.
So it must be real. You'd never say that as a joke, right?
No, that's real.
All right.
At least that's the excuse my uncle gave me.
Okay.
I've got a terrible uncle.
Do
Can I
you?
get into that comedy routine now?
Yeah. Wait, this is
Ah,
comedy? This isn't real.
the
Well, I thought
molesting
I
uncle
thought it
bit,
was
yes.
I thought I was going to do like a Todd thing, where I do like without an audience. I was going to do, because like fucking clowns.
No one knows who Todd is. All right,
Fucking
horrificness.
Yep. What are we moving on to? Fucking
Hey,
clowns.
horrific.
PJ, I only mentioned him because you mentioned Todd earlier. Fuck you.
Oh yeah, that's true. I did too much Todd talk. Horrificness.
Not
Anything you want
enough.
to talk about too?
Horrificness.
You really loved this category. What the? There's a lot of
Yeah,
nine popping up.
A lot of green.
I don't think all these are horrific. I mean, considering how woke some of them are, I mean, wouldn't that make them not as horrific?
So if you're gonna question, so like just like with this new thing, if you're gonna question one of them, like read out like Columbine 9.9. I don't like that.
Okay,
doesn't make
okay,
sense or
okay,
whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Just
So,
okay.
okay, so yeah,
A quick formatting break so that it makes sense to the listener.
yeah. So
This is the
actual
new
nine.
era of We Are Assholes, where we make it super
We're-
easy for the
Yeah.
listener.
Well,
to
okay.
follow
So
along.
So
Right?
last week we were like, so the week before with Carl, we were in like a larva state. And then now last week was a cocoon, some shit happened. And now we're a beautiful butterfly.
Well, the issue with this though is that the audience, they won't get to be able to mentally picture it as easily because we're not reading through all the numbers.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do that. All right. So
well, don't we just fax all? Don't we just?
actual 9/11 in horrificness 9.9.
I thought I was going to do this.
No, yeah, I was kidding.
Oh, fuck. So actual 9/11, Columbine, the Holocaust, and dead naming are all at a 9.9. OJ being falsely accused is a 9.8, and W word say N word is 9.7, and Irish potato famine is 9.1. I mean, there's a lot of nines getting tossed around in the horrificness category, PJ.
I
So
mean,
if you could,
which of those isn't horrific?
well, I mean, considering how woke actual 9/11 was, I don't think that makes it that horrific. I mean, I think it makes it brave and honorable, if anything. Those men sacrificed themselves for the greater good of humanity after their deaths.
And all those innocent people that, yeah, I guess that's not that horrific. I mean, more
No.
people have died from the stupid coronavirus thing. So yeah, we'll bump it down. What do you think it should go down to? Like below
I
a
think-
5 even?
I think maybe they get a 6.3 because I mean, in the moment it was kind of horrific, but now that we've realized how woke it is, it's not as bad as we thought.
Yeah, it's like, who cares?
And also, we've never forgotten. Never forget.
Yeah, you're right. If we would forget, then it would be a 9.9. That would be horrific. But
That'd
because
be
we're
horrific,
remembering,
isn't it?
it's not horrific.
Yeah, keeping
Okay.
it in spirits.
So
Dead
horrificness is about whether a horror movie's been made on that particular topic. Is that right?
No.
No. Have you not seen the horror movie about the Irish potato famine? You haven't seen Angela's Ashes?
The only thing I know about Angela Ashes is from The Office when they're having the
Okay.
the like book club thing. I forget what it's called.
UK, US, or Irish? Which office?
Is there an Irish Office? No.
There were other versions besides the UK and the US one.
Yeah, the UK version's the trash one. The US version's the good one. So I only talk about the US one. Right, Dave? You agree with that?
No. The Spanish version, even the Spanish version was better than the US version.
The US version's the best show ever made. So
In Spanish without subtitles.
okay, yeah.
I don't even understand Spanish. That was still better than the US version.
The US version's amazing. So are we going to talk about The Office more? I think Dave saying that The Office isn't funny is my personal 9/11.
So okay, well, add it to the list. So the Holocaust horror movie. What was the horror movie about the Holocaust?
The boy in striped pajamas.
The Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
Yeah, it was
That was a
horrific.
That was a comedy.
Yeah, but they made you feel bad for the wrong character. That's horrific.
No, you're thinking of Call of Duty.
Didn't they make you
1
feel
and
bad
2.
for the Hitler Youth kid, or the kid that was? Yeah, the kid who wasn't a Jew. I thought they made you.
Are there
hate
any
that.
Holocaust video games? Like where you're a Jew in a concentration camp?
Wolfenstein? Oh no, I don't know.
Yeah, let me finish, fuckhead. Then you'll know what I'm saying.
Oh, Overwatch. That's a game about the Holocaust.
Is it?
Yeah, because
I
you
would
had to
love
move.
to play as like a Jewish guy who's like slowly starving to death, and then you're just like walking around, and you're like, man, I really need to clean off, and you walk in a shower. It's like a 50% chance that you just get gassed instead of clean.
His passive ability is that he just gets more emaciated as rounds goes on, and you just start losing more health, but you start getting enraged and have like juice strength. like that.
So is anyone Googling Holocaust video game?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
How much did the Holocaust?
What the fuck are we talking about? We're talking about horror movies. What?
No, video games and movies are basically the same.
What is the horror
Holocaust
movie?
is no
where a
subject
double
for
Talking
a
about
video
horror
game.
movies. This has nothing to do with horror movies. It's how
Well, I think-
horrific of an event it was. How
I
bad
think
it was.
I think we should stop talking about it because timesofisrael.com says the Holocaust is no subject for a video game.
Why? They made
I don't know.
movies about it.
Well, I don't think we read articles on the show, so we'll save it for later. But we'll get into Jack Pepper's blog later.
I don't know. Let's start just reading articles.
Yeah, imagine that.
It's not like that's 90% of podcasts or anything. Just reading Wikipedia pages.
Oh, I tell you
so-
what, though. Yeah, that we should do a future episode ranking every different version of The Office, all the different language
Fuck.
versions.
I mean, it'll just be a list
My-
of one,
my favorite-
just The Office US, and that's the only one that exists.
My favorite is the Saudi Office.
Really? What happens
Yeah.
in that? What's
So-
your favorite episode?
So Gupta, the manager,
Okay.
his name is just Gupta. He's got no middle, first or last name. It's just Gupta. So he sits in his office and
He's
he goes
Indian.
around.
Yep.
Yeah, and he goes around like splashing curry in each other's faces. And then one of the characters, he looks into the camera. His name is Fim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he's always playing pranks on on his fucking partner next to him. His name is Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, have you guys not watched the show? You guys are supposed to watch the show. I mean, if this is the next episode, we're supposed to be prepping for this.
The Saudi version.
Wait,
Hey, this-
no, I was interested. I'm waiting to hear one of the hilarious hijinks that they got into.
What is a hijink?
What is a hijink?
Yeah.
It's like a low jink, only higher. Obviously.
Wow.
Are you guys talking about Jinx from Pokemon, the racist Pokemon, the black one, the black-faced Pokemon?
We should just abandon this list and only talk about The Office the rest of the episode.
a half Jews, half Asians called Jinx? Is that a hybrid racial?
Okay, that's a J word. That's a J word. We can't say that.
That's so good. It should be. Are there Jewish Asian people? I mean, I guess there would be.
Yes.
I can't say I've met one.
Okay, because you haven't personally met one of the 8 billion people on the planet.
Yeah, so that means they
Therefore,
probably
there
don't
aren't
exist.
any of that.
Yes.
Have
Agree.
you ever met an Icelander?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I watched them in the FIFA World Cup. So basically,
Oh,
I haven't
One of
seen
my-
any
one of my
Asian
fav-
Jews on the FIFA World Cup.
One of my favorite
Checkmate.
bands is from Iceland.
okay.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about Iceland for the next 10
Also,
minutes.
when I watch that stupid movie with Liam Neeson, the guy who played Qui-Gon Jinn, and he's the Holocaust
that
guy,
Yeah.
I don't think there's a single Asian person that's being killed with the other Jews.
Yeah.
So, another checkmate.
Wasn't Darth Maul a Jew?
Yeah, but he's not Asian, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Wait, oh, I guess he would be Asian. He knew all that like kung fu moves.
Oh,
Like,
that's
he
right.
kept-
That's right. That's right. So what's the Jewish side in him? He feels like he has to be offensive and defensive. That's why he has the double blade lightsaber.
So, are you saying, Dave, that the horrificness for the Holocaust should go down because if it was just the normal like Jews that we think of, like white Jews and Middle Eastern Jews, that would be pretty bad. But because it's Asians, it's not as bad. Is that why you keep bringing up Asians? I'll bump them
Yes.
down. So what's that make it like 8.9?
Superfan Access Denied's got another suggestion that we should rank all 890 Pokemon.
There's
That's a
890
great-
now.
Dave, do not read
Great
the
idea.
comments. What do we have to tell you? Damn it.
Dave.
Damn it.
He's too focused on horror movies. He's like, I don't want to talk about this if we're not talking about horror movies.
I mean,
So are we good
I
with
was hoping we'd
horrificness?
come up with the horror movie version of everything, but yeah.
Okay, yeah. The horror movie of Columbine. I mean, I remembered seeing this movie a long time ago, and I don't know what it was called, but it was basically just a guy
Mhm.
who he got dressed up in a bunch of like body armor so you couldn't see his face and stuff, and then he just killed a bunch of people at a school, and then at the end he tricked his stoner buddy into taking the fall for it by telling him he was going to meet him for paintball and then killing him and framing him.
Oh fuck! Hold on.
We
Speaking of
need
the
to
Jews,
talk
we
about Kevin, right?
And it was called like Rampage or something like that, I think.
wait. We forgot to mention. Speaking of the Jews, Happy Bunny Day, everybody! Happy Bunny Day! Holy shit, we almost forgot.
So-
This is our
That was 2 days ago. Get over it.
No, this is our Bunny Day episode.
No, our Brandy episode was last week.
Have you not read the rule about every episode's got to be evergreen,
What does that mean?
Andrew?
Is that
It means
another one of
don't-
my main things I made up?
What the fuck
Yes.
is evergreen?
It means that all episodes must be timeless. Do not talk about any current events ever.
Never forget, Dave. We're always going to be bound to this era when we talk about 9/11. Never forget.
Funny day.
Yeah, the same thing.
That's
So-
true. And we're bound in time to W word, say the N word. Everyone will remember that was born on April 14th, 2020.
Okay, all right.
So you ruined
Breaking
it,
your own
Dave,
rules.
by saying
And
that.
and technically, when you look
Yeah,
on,
really did.
The podcast is over now.
if you go on Apple Podcasts, it even gives dates when the podcasts come out, so you know it's already dated. Apple did it for you.
What are you talking about?
If you go on our Apple Podcast, it tells you the dates that these episodes are released on.
That's a
That
good
dates
point.
us. It dates us immediately as soon as it's posted.
Good point.
Dave, you're just dumb. Get smart.
I mean, I think I know a little bit more about podcasting than you do, but sure.
I don't think so.
But sure. You tell me all about podcasting, Andrew.
Yeah, I'm going
Dave.
to have to disagree with Dave.
Dave,
Andrew
Oh,
knows
okay.
more.
that dates us.
I mean, PJ doesn't even think he's a narcissist, and yet he's a podcaster. So, you know,
Literally dates us.
Yeah, I 100% don't think I am.
I mean, okay. Come back to me in a couple of years' time and see if you still agree with that.
Okay,
If you're
yeah.
st- if you're still
When I start
podcasting.
acting like a narcissist, then I'll think I'm a narcissist.
Yeah, because all narcissists know they are. Actually, I think they do.
Yeah, I mean,
I think most
They do,
narcissists
yeah.
are proud.
yes. They like
So-
flaunt
yeah.
it, like, oh yeah, I'm a narcissist.
I think of
Yeah,
myself as a humble narcissist.
Yeah, that's an oxymoron, but okay.
Oh,
Wait,
Alright, let's move on to another
go and
category.
let's have Dave diagnose everyone that we know.
Yeah, he's really good at that,
yeah. Let's do that.
That's really fun.
and I'm gonna stick with
It
it.
really
I'm gonna
is.
really lean into it.
Dave, what would you consider Andrew? Is he a narcissist because he's on a podcast?
Yes. He said it.
Do you
He-
actually
he
think
got it
everyone who does
right.
a podcast is a narcissist? That's retarded.
Humble narcissist.
It's Jesus Christ. I've explained this to you. It's a spectrum. Anybody who has the gall to believe that people actually want to listen to their recorded ramblings, that's not a normal thing.
I would
Wait,
well,
Dave. That's not where my drive comes from. I just have no shame.
Yeah, and
So
I
what?
just like making stupid jokes.
Yeah,
don't-
that's all it's about. Just like making jokes.
That's literally what it's about. Maybe for you, you can't imagine that because that's not what it
There's-
is for you. But I just
there's-
enjoy making stupid jokes.
Zero ego involved with you, PJ. I know.
Uh,
Zero.
I mean, I think that my jokes are funny, but that doesn't mean it's so. It's because someone thinks something they do is good that makes them a narcissist. That's what you're saying,
Yeah,
because that's not
exactly
what a
I'm
narcissist
saying.
is.
That's right. I forget that you're the mental health expert here.
Oh yeah, you are. You're right. Someone,
deci-
how dare anyone ever think that something good about themselves? You have to always hate everything you do, otherwise you're a narcissist. That's retarded.
I'm a disciple of Dr. Todd Grundy.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's right. I don't have a YouTube channel, so that means I don't know anything.
I have a love-hate relationship with myself. What does that make me? Humble narcissist.
No, you can't hate yourself at all to be a narcissist, according to that YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Dave
think
said
the
that if
narcissist
you
has to
threaten to
look in the
kill
mirror-
yourself, Dave said if you threaten to kill yourself, you can't be a narcissist. Everyone knows that when you threaten to kill yourself, it's only because of you actually wanting to kill yourself. It's not because you might get attention or get people to feel bad for you.
Yeah, well, as I said, there's vulnerable narcissism.
So were the Men
Like-
in Black narcissists? Like Agent K and Agent what was the black one's name? J? Yeah. Were they narcissists because they like thought they were better than everybody and they would like erase your memory if you didn't agree with them or whatever?
I think that your thing is you're like combining everything with people being proud as being narcissistic, or people thinking that something they do is good as being narcissistic. Like
I'm not
people
doing that
become
at all.
doctors because they're like,
the Proud
I'm
Boys.
smart, I want to do this thing to help other people. That's not narcissism. That's just realizing I have a gift and I'm going to use it.
So you're now equating your jokes that you tell on podcasting to like brain surgery. That's cool.
I'm giving you an example of someone
That's
who's
cool.
proud of something that doesn't make them a narcissist.
I mean, God, delusions with doctors are
I'm not saying that.
unbelievable, but yeah.
My point is, not everyone who's a doctor is a narcissist. Not everyone who makes jokes on the internet's a narcissist. Not everyone who posts on social media is a narcissist. Some people are just like, if you have children or whatever, you post a picture because you're proud of your children. It's not because you're like, everybody, I'm the best. I'm so good. I don't think that's what people are doing. Maybe that's how you see it because that's how you view it. I don't
Because
view
you're
it
a
as people
fucking
doing that.
narcissist.
Yeah, like I think that's you projecting onto other people.
Narcissistic projection.
Yeah, that's probably what it actually is.
See, I'm a humble
Yeah.
narcissist, so I don't do that.
Yeah, no, it's a spectrum, and PJ and I, we actually agree with each other. The only thing we disagree is where you draw the line with what you call a narcissist. That's all.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
If
because
that's
I
simple.
don't consider someone who, like, by your definition, I guess you would consider pretty much everyone who posts anything online a narcissist, which I don't.
To some degree, yes.
So
Yes.
would you guys say that narcissists are like creative in any ways?
What?
That-
No.
You, know
What?
you don't think
mean,
they're creative?
No, I do. Why wouldn't they be? What?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, like, because can't you equate like narcissist creativity to the creativity of 9/11s?
Yeah, someone's just made a good point that there is such a thing. I mean, yeah, obviously Andrew's the humble narcissist, but there's also healthy narcissism. Healthy narcissism's about having enough confidence to do stuff, essentially, and not being riddled with like so much self-hate that you never actually do anything. So
I guess to me,
maybe, PJ, you're a
narcissism-
healthy narcissist.
To me, narcissism is like a disorder. Like that's just being confident.
No,
It's
there's-
like when you go out and like ask a girl out that you're like, oh, this girl's really attractive. I don't know. Like I don't think that's narcissism. You going and being like, I hope that she like wants to go on a date with me, or like
Yeah, but no,
I
but
think
you-
she'll want to go on a date with me.
But you have to think like I'm good enough to get this girl. You know, I mean that's a little narcissistic, isn't it?
Yeah, but as I said, I concede
By
that there
Dave's
is such a
definition,
thing as
yes.
healthy
By mine, no.
narcissism. Healthy narcissism, you've got to be slightly deluded to believe that the woman will want to sleep with you or whatever. And when you get rejected time and time and time again, maybe that's part of the problem with the incels. So they don't have a healthy level of narcissism. They get rejected twice, and then do their incel stuff.
So what's
Isn't that
my
right,
deal?
Andrew?
What's my deal when I ask women out continuously and I just get rejected? What does that mean?
Well, I mean, we've talked about this before, haven't we?
I think this should go public.
This probably isn't like great conversation for this show just because it doesn't actually match anything. I mean, I am having fun talking about it, but I don't know if it's entertaining to listen to.
Do you think that this show ever has anything to do with what we talk about on the spreadsheet?
Always, yeah. That's what we're doing.
it
We're
most-
educating people.
So you trying to chat up women, Andrew, that's your own 9/11.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tragedy
fuck.
every single time.
I'm
because-
a victim. I'm a victim of the society. Oh fuck.
Wait, I think we all
God.
know Andrew's actual 9/11.
Oh,
It has to
no.
do with shitting in the bathroom and a blowjob.
And pushing someone down a slippery slide, or whatever you guys call that.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say my actual 9/11 had to deal with a slap ass.
Oh,
So
I
many
mean-
tragedies in your life. We should do an episode just listing out everything that's happened to Andrew that's worse than 9/11.
Andrew, that could be your episode for last week. It's a great.
No,
follow-up
I'm
to
not.
this
I'm not
one.
that narcissistic to do that about myself.
Okay, well, that would have been a healthy narcissism.
Yes.
Would it? Because that episode would just. You know how much fun I would have with that.
No.
Excuse me.
Also, I
Do
don't know if I'd.
So we can find out.
Fuck. Okay. Well, what?
All right, so friend making. That's what I've highlighted. So that's what we'll talk about. What do you disagree with in friend making?
This has been a pretty good
Friend
episode.
making. What does that mean?
Making friends.
Yeah. How did I know you were going to say that?
Okay.
Because I don't. We all knew I was gonna say that.
We all really did. Yeah.
Typical PJ.
I don't get why. I
Insert
don't get why
laugh
you
track
even
here.
asked.
Why did I even ask? Well, sometimes you just got to do the standard bits, I guess.
Gotta
what
go
the-
back to the classics.
That's what our audience expects. That's what they
Oh.
love.
So
That's
women
why
are
they keep coming
useless.
back.
See?
So friend making is. Hold on, let's see how I scored this so I can do a quick Oh, it's how like that tragedy helped people make friendships. Like brought people together, I guess.
Yes.
So like 9/11, actual 9/11, 9.9 in friend making. Because after 9/11 happened, everyone was like waving American flags and they were all holding hands and kissing each other, like random people on the street, like making
Yeah.
out.
And
So is
Um,
Colin? So is
fuck
Colin
those
Bennett
sand
a?
monkeys and stuff. So having a common enemy that you could suddenly be openly just hateful towards, it really helped.
Yeah. So can we say the N word if we put the word sand in front of it? Because I've heard some people say that, and I think it's pretty good.
Sand N-word?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sand.
Yeah, you can say sand N-word, I guess.
Okay. What were
So-
you saying about
so-
Columbine?
So yeah, so is Columbine at a 1.59 because they just killed all of their friends? like-
Yeah, and then like the media tore everyone apart, and then it led to a bunch of other school shooters that all killed a bunch of other people that had friends.
Oh yeah,
So, yeah.
Columbine's the only reason that Alex Jones is a platform. So, I mean, I guess that would cause friendships to be shaken up a little bit.
Yes. That is a big part of this. Is Columbine created Alex Jones, and Alex Jones ruins friendships. Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe they should move down a little.
To like a 1.32.
Yeah, that's perfect.
All right.
I think Alex Jones impersonations ruin friendships.
Good point. 1.31.
I almost bit that one. I almost
Bit.
took the
Oh
bait.
yeah, let's do an Alex Jones off
I
right now.
almost
and
took the
Andrew.
bait. I almost took that bait.
But no.
So the reason that would be controversial is because Dave does the worst Alex Jones impression of all time, and Andrew does a good one.
Are you waiting for us to do it? Because we're not. I'm not getting you that hard, PJ.
As I said, it ruins friendships. So
Yeah. So
let's move on.
yeah. So OJ being falsely accused. Is it a 5? I don't see how that would be like a fence leaning thing where it's like it probably could ruin some friendships, but it'll keep some together. Like, I don't understand how that. I mean, everybody should agree that he was falsely accused. I mean, I think everybody's on the consensus with that. You know,
No.
he did not kill his wife. Everybody knows he beat up those N-words. That's what
No,
happened.
so this is the reason why. It's because before OJ did the whole killing thing, or was accused of the whole killing thing, there was everyone was friends with each other. Everyone, like white people, black people, we were all equal. We all loved each other. No racism, no anything. The second he was falsely accused, the white and black people never talked to each other again. But the black people all became best friends with other black people, and the white people all became best friends with all the white people.
W word.
Oh no, I
N-word.
didn't say the actual W word. We established what that was.
You did.
No, I did. I said white people.
Yeah, we did.
I thought that's what it was.
No,
Nope.
it's WHITEY.
If you spell it out.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it. I'm going to say the W word.
So is what you just did like when you spell things out for children? Like someone needs to go to BED. Like when you do that, you think our audience is that stupid, PJ? So you think
I'm not going to say it.
in
I'm
your
not going to say. I'm not going to say the W word
in your narcissistic head, but you spelling it out, you know what that does? That makes our listeners think that and say it in their head. You just made them do that. How dare you?
I mean, everyone does that with the N word, anyways. So
you
can
just
we
made
go
me
back
say
to
it.
my
Oh my
point?
god!
Do you agree with my point?
No.
Okay, well, it's staying
Wait,
at
what
a
was
5.
what was your point?
I'm not saying it again.
Oh yeah, people were friends, and then racism, and OJ killed his wife, and people got pissed.
Yeah, so that's why it's at a 5.
All right.
So somebody said in the comments that it wasn't from OJ. It was from
Stop
Martin.
reading comments.
Yeah, fuck you, Dan. Well,
Let me fucking finish.
Thought I was the one with ADHD. Damn.
It was
That
from
wasn't
Martin.
from OJ. That was from, I don't know. Who
Okay,
cares?
keep talking. Yep. It wasn't from OJ. It was from Martin Luther King. I thought that was a good point. Continue.
Bye.
How
I
long
mean,
have we been
we are-
going?
We are at time, so
No, we gotta go a little longer because I definitely
Why?
didn't get an hour-ish.
What?
Well,
You
also,
didn't?
I mean, I think we still have more to do. I think this is like a pretty fun topic.
Well, I mean, that was just a bit to saying bye, but
Okay. Well, I know, but then Dave said time, so I just wanted to elaborate that
oh,
I'd like to go a little bit longer.
it's Dave's fault that the show stopped now.
I mean, it really isn't my fault.
Too late.
You know
We're
what?
blaming
you know
Dave.
what you're
Let's
going to
move
get
on.
with me.
We're blaming Dave.
You know what you're going to get with me.
What is it?
And other shows haven't been satisfied with that. So
Reading comments.
Well, you know what? I think those shows were improved by that.
Has Dave
So-
been posting comments this whole time of people calling Andrew fat?
I mean,
I thought that's
Yeah.
what you guys were talking about when you talk about the fat boy. Like when you guys said that, I was like, wait, is that me? Like when you guys talking about the bombs?
No, it's fat man and
Oh,
little
fat
boy.
man. Oh, well,
I guess you could count as both of those.
I'm a fat boy. I'm a fat little man boy.
All right. So what were we on? Friend
There you
making?
go.
Are we ready to move on from that?
So I'm gonna take a moment of Dave's page turner, and that's Dave commented Andrew is a fat boy.
hey, we're not supposed to read out the comments. What are you doing?
Oh fuck, man, damn it! All right, Dave, you have autism. Oh wait, am I still not doing the Dave
All
thing?
right,
where I
we
diagnose
were on
people?
friend making. What are we talking about next? Are we still talking about friend making? Do we want to
Nah,
move on
fuck,
to
that's
something
gay.
else?
Get it out of here. I'm
I
talking
mean-
about global impact is cooler.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, we have to talk about bustability and stealth. Maybe
And
maybe stealth
reading.
isn't
Those are my least favorite category is stealth.
what bustability.
No stealth.
Okay,
We can talk about
okay,
bustability.
Let's go bustability then.
All right. What do you want
Alright.
to talk about, Dave? Which are the numbers?
Let me check my notes.
Fuck.
I feel like Andrew's been the one bringing it all, like pointing them all out, but that's also because Andrew's super talkative today.
I feel good.
He really is.
You're getting the 100% authentic Andrew.
So there's a whole Louis C.K. bit about busting it to 9/11. So how the hell could that be 1.1?
I don't listen to Louis C.K. because
What are you, racist?
Yeah, he's a
Against
sexual
Mexicans?
assaulter.
Sorry, I was about to do a bit.
As far as this show is concerned, anything Louis C.K. has ever said is banned from being mentioned because he's
What?
a sexual assaulter. We don't agree with those people. This is a very woke show.
I mean, it's so woke that we're on his side. It's beyond woke. It's neo woke.
Neo woke?
Yeah.
Isn't that what like Antifa is? Like, aren't they neo woke?
Yes,
That was the great
as-
point. I'm going to change it to 9.9.
as
What? Because
previously established.
Antifa? Antifa made you change it to 9.9.
No, because the neo woke thing. That's a good point. We're neo woke.
So wait, what? Are you changing the wokeness or bustability? I don't.
No, bustability, because he made a good point that we're so woke that we actually think Louis C.K. is awesome for sexually assaulting that chick.
So, which one are you upping to 9.9?
So basically what we're saying is that this show is pro-sexual assault.
All right, W word. Maybe you're saying that, but I'm not.
Again, I mean, we essentially agree with each other, PJ. It's just a matter of where you draw the line between what
Well, then where am
is
I in
cool
this?
and what is sexual assault.
Where am I in this? What is my opinion when it comes to you two? Am I just an outlier looking in?
You're like the retarded cousin who like sneaks mayonnaise in the middle of the night and just like eats it out of the jar.
So, make that analogy to what I do in accordance to an argument.
You like sneak out of the argument and like mute yourself and eat mayonnaise out of the jar.
What is your obsession with mayonnaise?
Don't ask me. You're the one who does it.
Isn't mayonnaise just like rotten eggs whipped up with cream?
Yep, that's what it is.
Yeah,
It's
that's
rotten
exactly what
eggs.
it is.
Well, I never know what it looks like. I mean, or I know what it looks like. I never know what it's made from.
There's a Japanese mayonnaise called Kewpie.
Oh yeah,
It's
that
like-
helps a lot, Dave.
Like got 30% fat. It's the most amazing thing ever.
What's it made of? Rotten eggs?
He just said fat.
No, he said it's 30% fat. He didn't say it's made of fat.
Oh, what was the other 70%?
I just squeeze that bottle straight into my mouth.
What's it made
So
of?
good.
Rotten eggs?
Yeah, totally rotten eggs. I just
Okay.
like to talk about food that you guys can't easily get.
Can you easily get QB or Quibby Quab?
Now,
Quab?
Andrew, during the course of this recording, you have stealthily eaten that biscuit that you have, haven't you?
He fucking knew. Oh my
I know
God.
you did, right?
No, Dave. That's why I'm laughing.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. How did he know? It's almost gone.
Mm-hmm.
It's right beside me.
I mean,
I didn't even
don't
use
have-
the. I didn't
I
even
don't
use
have-
the. Sorry, I'm just saying I didn't even use the spork that came with it. I just ate it with my hands. It's a plastic spork.
So, do we all agree with bustability?
Dr. Todd Grundy has a hilarious spork joke in one of his videos.
Ugh.
Check it out.
Oh fuck.
Wait, he
Is
posted
it
a joke on the
seriously a
internet?
spork? Dr. Todd Grundy. Yeah. He's
Narcissist.
like the one joke he ever told.
What a fucking narcissist.
I mean, of course he's on the spectrum. He knows it. He did a whole episode of how he tries to control for the inherent narcissism involved with having a YouTube channel. He's aware, man.
He's a
gotta watch more
self-aware-
of his videos.
It's a self-aware narky. Oh, is that the N word, narky? Ooh, oopsie.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Oh.
the Irish potato famine, you've scored low on bustability, right?
Yes.
Now, living Irish people, I agree, disgusting. Ugh. Dead Irish people, I think that's kind of bustable.
Yeah, I guess I agree with that. My thinking was that they weren't busting that much because they were so preoccupied with trying to get food and not starving to death. So yeah, that's not very bustable. But okay, you're saying that you bust to dead Irish people. Yeah, that's fine. I'll bump up to like a 6.7.
Yeah, what you guys say about certain groups of people, the only good whatever is a dead whatever. I say that about Irish people,
A good W word's a dead one.
Yep.
right?
What do you call a car full of Irishmen driving off the cliff?
What?
A good start. Ha 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 ha. Oh wait, that wasn't the joke.
Wait,
He woke up.
that's the punchline to every joke.
Who
Okay.
needs a-
So anything else in bustability?
I'm busted.
See, this
mean,
is
I
what
think
I
that's-
feared about switching to this instead of golf scoring is since I don't read them all out, I feel like you guys don't actually process the numbers as I say, like, let's do this category. So I think I need to start reading them out so you guys could hear them and be like, oh, yes, I need to talk about why nuking the Japs is an 8.22 in bustability.
I mean, maybe just do some highlights. Like you don't have to read out every single score,
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
but just pick the ones that maybe you've
That I think
got-
are interesting.
or maybe you've got an interesting or funny angle on why you scored
I
it
have
so low or
interesting
high,
and funny
you know?
angles on all of these.
Every single one, of course you do. Yes.
Yes. That's why I always say you guys pick them because all my stuff is hilarious.
Yep.
Yeah.
Once
Fucking-
again, no narcissism. just to be fair.
Zero.
Okay, so
So let's
do you want to
talk
do
about-
stealth?
Well, I want to talk about the category that has no fucking red, and that's plausibility. Like, I'm confused. Like the plausibility of these things happening.
Yeah, like did they happen? Question mark.
So you put the Holocaust at a 5.
Yes.
So
Alright,
did
cool.
did a W word ever say the N word? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Exactly. Like that's definitely happened. I've seen movies with that white director that I can't think of the name of the guy, Quentin Tarantino. He said the N word. So I know that a white person has said the N word.
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to think the last time I heard one of the W words I know personally say the N word, and it wasn't today. May 2
Are you
days
saying
ago.
in a
2 days
racist
ago.
fashion, in a comedic fashion?
It's all the same. Context doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Context
Sorry,
doesn't matter. Yeah.
my bad.
All
Yeah,
comedy is hate speech. All hate speech is comedy. That's how it works now.
And nuking the Japs a 5.1. That like because while I think America is cool enough to do that, there's no proof that we've ever done that.
Yes. So I know about this.
I think that's just a smear campaign against the U.S.
So you know how nuclear weapons, when they go off, like they did in Chernobyl, kind of.
Yeah.
Then you
What's
can't
the Chernobyl?
you can't go there. It's a Russian car that was nuclear powered. That they all blew up. That you know how once they blow up, then you can't go there for like 10,000 years because it's radioactive.
Yeah.
The whole area is radioactive.
Yep.
So Hiroshima and Nagasaki are bustling cities. So where did all the radioactivity go?
Holy shit!
Mm-hmm. Never happened.
Chernobyl's a desolate wasteland.
Okay.
Yep. That's what you should have taken away from that.
It doesn't look
Hiro-
any better. There's a picture 2011. Holy shit, it looks terrible.
Also, so the plausibility for the straight dad finding out their son is gay is at an 8.2, which is relatively low on this. That's because that's almost
laughing at Dave.
Well, I'm laughing at something I'm not allowed to talk about,
Oh,
but
fuck.
I'll pretend that I came up with it yesterday. I came up with it. So yeah, I said 2 days ago was the last time I heard somebody I know, a W word I know, say the N word. But yes, it was yesterday. Thanks for the
Well,
correction.
But can you hear yourself? That's the thing. Did you hear yourself say it? Maybe you just said it and didn't hear yourself say it.
Yes. No.
Yes. So 2 days ago
Yes.
is correct.
I think I've got to revert. It's just answering yes and no.
I was saying something and then I forgot what it
I
was.
forgot to
so-
do that bit. Damn it. It's too late.
Okay,
now.
so we'll end off on Dave's favorite category, which is reading. What do you guys want to talk about in
Stealth.
reading? Stealth? I thought you liked reading.
I mean, I do like reading, but not as a category. Andrew wanted to do reading. He likes reading. I like stealth.
No, I like reading. Andrew likes math.
Andrew hates stealth.
No.
Do we
I
want to
like-
do math? Math's probably pretty
Andrew
good.
is not stealthy.
Yeah, I'm not stealthy. I'm a fat boy. The reading, I like pictures. So, like, if can read with pictures, that's cool.
Oh, that's like math because instead of like reading stuff, you're just looking at numbers like this. This is just like one big picture.
Well, I mean, this is more of a data chart.
Okay, so are you guys just gonna let me keep bouncing back between categories, or is someone gonna point out what they want to talk about? Do you want to do stealth?
I mean, I think I've talked about all the stuff I want to. I think I'm pretty solid.
What's the one that's like? Which one was the most fun? Is that like creative or?
Yeah, yeah, that would be
gainers?
creative.
You know, like, well, let's do creative. Yeah, creativity's fun.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
That also might be math. Math is fun, but okay.
Math really is fun. That's true. Creativity, then. Yep. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, yep. I've said
Okay.
yes.
All right. So I'm taking over then. So nuking the Japs is 8.43. The next one down is Holocaust at 7.64. Then actual 9/11 at 4.2. Then W word say N word at 3.2. Oh wait, I'm only supposed to be doing highlights for the things that PJ.
Yeah, I'm wondering why you're reading them off. I'm waiting
I
for you
don't
to
know.
pick up one
I
that
was-
you're.
Well, I
You're
had to
supposed to
take
pick
it.
one that you want to talk about.
I had to take over.
Dave's such a boomer. He's only talking about old fucking
Like the
spreadsheet
glory days.
Yeah,
Like when I
what the
used to
fuck?
read.
The glory days. Of
Back
We
in
Are
my
Assholes.
back in my day, you could rank things 1 to 10. Fucking oh my god, nerd.
I'm thinking for next episode, I need to add more decimal places
I was-
because
yeah, okay.
yeah, it's too confusing with like there's not enough room. Like creativity, Holocaust 7.64. I had to round that up. Like that didn't feel good.
Yeah, no, I really agree. 3 decimal points would be the correct amount of significant figures.
I was also
Well,
thinking
The
it might be
level of
beneficial.
accuracy, level of objectivity that we're using for this. Absolutely.
In my middle school, my math teacher said that the third decimal place is going to be more accurate for scoring.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Wait.
because I mean, I'm just saying, since we talked about my middle school before.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Okay, that works.
Well, she said that's more accurate. She's like, when you're doing data, you know, if you don't want to skew the data, you got to go to the third decimal place. The thousandths, as some people call it.
Sorry, what are you saying? You got to get rid of the third decimal point.
No. In science, math, when you want to get your data correct and accurate to the decimal, the third decimal place is where it's at.
well, why not
Yeah,
make it one more than that and do the fourth decimal place?
Oh, because
you're-
she said she wasn't good enough to like grade that far.
Your teacher was actually totally wrong. But anyway, that's cool.
Okay. Well, if I can take a moment to just be serious, she's
yeah, okay.
for the purpose of 8th graders doing math. That's like how accurate we're gonna get without making it just needlessly challenging with infinite number of decimal places. Fuck.
Yeah, that's how
Fucking-
science works.
Fucking
More
stomach.
decimal points, the better.
Are we done being serious about Andrew's middle school math?
No,
No, I need
I'm
to
just-
hear more about this
No,
teacher.
I'm
We
just
went
saying,
to creativity to not talk about math. All right, we're talking about
No,
math
no,
instead of
okay, no.
creativity.
No,
I'm just saying, no, but okay. Are you guys not understanding why she made us go 3 decimal places? Because like it's more accurate. Like because
I don't give a fuck. I've been purposefully trying to move on. Jeez. I don't give a fuck. Jeez. I'm trying to wrap up the show. I'm trying to get us to talk about creativity so I can then move on and say what the final overall ranking is.
Yeah, why do you talk about middle school like it was 20 years ago, Andrew?
You're like Todd with high school. Okay, hold on. Never mind. I'm not supposed to talk about that.
You were in middle school how many years ago, Andrew?
4.
Oh, that's right. I forget you
Oh,
had
yeah,
to
that's recent.
repeat a couple of times. Yeah. Yes.
Andrew, you're 18, right?
Yeah.
What grade are you in? Like
Senior.
10th?
Senior.
Oh, you're not as far behind as I thought. Okay.
I'm on pace.
You'll be graduating in 3 years' time, right?
Yeah, I'm on track. Well, I'm on track
You're
with
on
the rest
track?
of America.
So this is what happened. So Dave said,
Okay.
"Let's do creativity," because that's the one that is which one's the most fun. Then he foolishly read off the decimals wrong, by the way, in order, and then we talked about Andrew's math from middle school for some reason, and now we're just not talking about creativity. Am I just wrapping it up?
Do you understand how my brain works, PJ? The most minimal things can make me think of something fucking 4 years ago.
Oh, okay, yeah. So are we?
Yeah.
Dave, did you have something you wanted to talk about in creativity that you brought it up?
So, should we all act like pinball machines, or just you, Andrew? Is that what's the dynamic?
That's Andrew's shtick. I keep us on track, and then Dave, you're the one who you control
Well,
the conversation.
Obviously, me
Not
trying to keep us
Andrew.
on track doesn't work because I made a flawless transition to the NFL thing earlier, and I got shot the fuck down. So I don't think it's my place to keep us on track. People don't
So
care
I'm-
about it.
I'm the left paddle in the pinball machine.
Yeah,
and
you're the left
PJ's
hard,
the right paddle,
and I'm the ball.
and you're the ball.
And no, Andrew's the
beginning
one
of-
shaking
Yeah,
the whole
whack-
machine, fucking it all up.
No.
I'm shaking the
Until it
machine.
tilts.
So is the podcast the ball?
Yes.
Well, okay.
Well,
Yeah, let's keep going on with this.
I would
metaphor.
like to think
So-
that I'm more of a ball guy.
no, I
I'm a ball
think
guy.
I think the podcast is the ball. Yeah, I would say that that's a good thing. Andrew's
think
the
I'm-
guy shaking the whole thing, trying to make it crash, and Dave and I are each. I'd say I'm more the paddles because I try to like steer us, and like Dave's more like the bumpers where I like hit the ball to him, and then he either like slam dunks it or he just like
Wouldn't I
Bums
be
it,
like?
doesn't.
Wouldn't I be like more like the flashing lights every time the ball passes over something, and like that's machine screams at you? If I can,
No, you're the.
or no,
you're the
that's how my
person
brain works.
Shaking the pinball machine. That's better. Definitely better.
Wait, but why? I don't shake machines. I'm not a
And
brawler.
last attempt was a tilt. Do you know what a tilt is, Andrew? With a pinball machine.
I know when you tilt something, it's like askew to the side.
Okay. So you know what tilt means. Cool.
And when you get tilted
the
in a
tilt.
video game, it means you're on a losing streak.
wait. I like how you said. So everyone knows what tilt is. I'm assuming most people know what skew means too, but to say like, yeah, tilt means skew. That's not like
Not
giving a
skew,
good definition. You're just giving a synonym.
askew.
Gesundheit.
Oh, that was fucking. Oh, why did I laugh? Fuck.
If you laughed at that, then
I
may
I
never
genuinely
wanna talk to
had-
you ever again.
I genuinely had to stop my chuckle. I was going to laugh at that. I thought that was funny.
Mhm. So
Let's
yes, no
use-
tilting
yeah,
with a
skew is
pinball
the verb,
machine.
right?
If you shake the pinball machine too much, then
then you get an extra
the-
Dorito chip to fall out. Oh,
yeah,
that's vending
it.
machines. Fuck.
That's it.
Oh.
You're right.
Could you say this podcast has gone askew?
Oh no, skew is also right.
But askew is better.
Skew can be also a noun and verb. It looked like a skew could only be an adjective.
How many words have we looked up during the course of this?
That's the first one I think I looked up.
No, I've been googling like Chernobyl and shit.
Dave,
Oh.
did you actually have something you wanted to talk about with creativity?
So you can tell us all about fuel rods. Can you,
Okay, so
Andrew?
askew is turned or
Fuel rod.
twisted to one side, while skew is neither perpendicular nor parallel.
Why does this always happen?
Well, I'm just saying that I'm right. Skew is
Jeez.
what you use in like mathematics.
Yeah, were we not talking mathematics?
Yeah, but no, we're talking about the pinball machine being askew when you tilt it.
His hat looked slightly skew.
No, askew.
No, I mean that's how it when you Google skew, that's literally the sentence it gives for the adjective. His hat looked slightly skew.
I mean, we all
The
know
second
what we're saying.
definition's in like reference to the mathematics.
So askew, her hat was slightly askew.
No, yeah, I'm saying that works too. I'm just saying skew also works. I'm not
Yeah,
saying
but-
you're wrong.
but
I'm just saying
askew-
I'm not wrong.
Askew sounds better because when you sound it out, it's upside down E apostrophe SKY OO with the line over them.
That woman has a massive skew nose.
Don't talk about
Right.
Jewish people like that, Dave.
Dave, did you want to
Skew.
talk about creativity?
Oh fuck yeah, we're doing a podcast.
What are we doing? Yes, creativity, absolutely.
You said
No, I
which
don't-
one of these is like which one's the most fun? And then you said creativity. I said, yeah, let's talk about that. And then 10 minutes passed.
Creativity is fun, and the most fun of these is obviously dead naming. Dead naming is pretty fun. Have you tried it?
No.
Oh, well, then you don't know. So you don't get a vote. Andrew.
Well, it's not that creative though.
I mean,
Like everyone does it.
No,
Like
right,
calling
that's true.
Caitlyn Jenner Bruce, like that's not that creative. Maybe it's fun, but it's not creative.
that is a really good point. So, what about the Great Emu War? It's
I can't comment on that. I
very-
just learned what that is today.
So did I. But it does sound very creative. But 6.5, yeah, no, maybe that's about right. Maybe that's about right. So what's at the bottom? No, I'm looking at the wrong fucking column. Jesus Christ. The Holocaust, creativity. Yeah, so I mean, I think it was
7.64.
that is pretty. Yeah,
Pretty
so you're saying
creative.
nuking was more creative than the Holocaust. So just like dropping 2 bombs.
Well, creating the bombs, like coming up with all the like nuclear science to create the bombs and then make them and then transport them to be able to
True.
drop them instead of just continuing the war and saving tons of lives. I mean, that was a pretty creative solution.
I mean, also naming the planes and the bombs, that was pretty creative.
yeah, like what was it? Like Kill the Gays or something was the name of the plane.
Kill the Gays. And Andrew the little fat boy. That
Yeah,
was the
little
name,
fat
the
boy.
name of the nukes.
Yeah, and also I bet that was tons of fun. Like I wasn't alive back then, but I bet when that happened, America was like, it was like they were on a roller coaster. They're like, "This is amazing. We just dropped 2 bombs to kill a bunch of innocent civilians. This is awesome."
Remember in your lifetime how America has destroyed how many countries? Afghanistan and Iraq, pretty much.
Are you some like Russian plant now trying to dead name America? I don't know. Yeah, we'll just say that's what you're doing. Yeah,
I really don't know. But you know how the elation that you felt when America destroyed Afghanistan because Saudi Arabia did 9/11. You know how good you felt then, right?
Yes.
Well, it would have felt. I'm agreeing with you. Imagine how much better it would have felt when you dropped 2 nuclear bombs. I mean, that was new technology.
I'm about to drop a nuclear bomb.
Why, Andrew?
Because I have
were
to
on a
shit,
roll.
Dave. Because I have to shit. That's
Yeah,
why.
I know what you mean. We were on a roll, and you.
Oh, you meant like dropping a deuce. Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty.
You had to
funny.
go. I mean, it's not very creative, but
Okay, so I think we can wrap it up. Was that? Are we done with
That
creativity?
was
so. Yeah, no. So you both admitted how amazing all Americans must have felt when you obliterated. Was it 200,000 Japanese or something like that?
Yeah,
I
I
can't
think
remember.
that Planes, Trains,
would
and
have felt pretty good.
Automobiles, or whatever that movie is, where they do heroin, described it the best. They said that killing a bunch of innocent people is like 1 million orgasms or something like that. I felt like that. I'm
Who
assuming
said
that.
that?
Wasn't that
And-
Plane, Trains, and Automobile?
Where John Candy was busting a nut.
Yeah.
So it was Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, right? And so the planes were the 9/11 planes.
And the trains were the 9/11 trains.
Yes.
And the automobiles for the 911 automobiles. Is that what you're gonna say?
It was almost, but I was going to switch it at the end with the last one. But that's cool.
Oh, okay. What was the last one?
I know.
You're right. I do love TDM comedy.
Yeah. It's about setting up an expectation and then twisting it at the end.
And then making you go back and like redo the same joke.
Yep. Andrew, why have you gone quiet? Because you
He's
had
definitely eating that
you
biscuit.
No. Because so there's this. Well, I don't. it
Why
was
are you
something-
breathing so heavily? What were you doing?
No, it was something you guys said reminded me of what girls do, like on Snapchat.
Why are you out of breath?
from eating the biscuit.
No, this is me breathing normal. Like I don't understand.
Okay.
Every time I take a breath during the podcast, I take my mic away from my face because I breathe really heavy.
I know. I edit the show. I realize that
Yeah.
you breathe pretty
Yeah.
loud. But this sounds more out of breath than usual.
Well, because I was really thinking. When I think really hard, I breathe faster. Something you guys said, I missed I missed the last 2 minutes of what you guys are talking about because
yeah.
something you said reminded me of this thing when girls like are taking a video of themselves, they're like posing, they wink and like they wrinkle their nose and like move their face like they're saying no, but like in like they're trying to be like a cute like a little like wag with their face. I don't know what reminded me of that when you guys said that, but something did, and it took me out of the moment for like 2 minutes.
I did not
What
process anything of what you
the
just said.
fuck? I would
Don't
like,
repeat it. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
I haven't been
didn't-
on medication in like 3 weeks, 5 weeks.
the truth comes out.
Dave, did you understand anything of what he just said?
Absolutely not.
There's
Okay,
this
me
pose
neither.
people do-
No,
okay,
no, no,
so,
no,
like,
no, no, no,
No.
no, no, no. No one wants to hear it.
Send you a video of the pose people.
Okay,
do.
yeah. Send me a video. Don't talk about it on the podcast. All right.
Okay.
So to
So-
close this out, remember we decided that you two came up with a great idea to promote We Are Assholes, and that was that PJ was going to copy a bunch of Jacob's TikToks, hilarious TikToks, and Andrew was going to copy a whole bunch of his sister's dancing TikToks. Yep, you both agreed to that?
You said my sister should replace me on the podcast.
I mean, she is funnier.
I can
so-
get her. I can get her in here.
I think that your
Hold on, give me a
sister
second.
should
Give me a
replace
second.
you- Quick. Okay, we're gonna finish it before this happens. Okay.
Oh
so,
yes.
so all right. So number 10, the
So you,
least
but you
bad-
did agree that you were going to do some of Jacob's hilarious TikToks. Tribute.
Well, I thought that Andrew's sister would replace him on the podcast, and then Jacob would just make the TikToks for Andrew's sister.
Oh, that works.
But yeah,
So
I'll
she, said,
repeat all
she
of it.
said that she doesn't like
So
Dave
you-
anymore, so she's not doing it.
Andrew, we're discussing the podcast.
I just got back.
Yes, don't talk.
What the fuck did I do?
I made it up, Dave. Shut up.
All right.
I'll go
so-
ask her out for real this time, though.
Okay,
You-
so
you
10. This is, why can we never end a podcast normally? I think we've actually read out the rankings at the end, maybe 3 times, if that.
Wait. We read out the rankings of this episode.
I'm trying to stop leaving and coming back and talking without
'Cause
listening.
he's fake leaving. That's why you can still hear.
All right, straight dad finding out their son is gay is the least bad 9/11. Then 9, Irish potato famine. 8, W word say N word. 7, Great Emu War. 6, nuking the Japs. 5, the Holocaust. 4, Columbine. 3, actual 9/11. 2, OJ being falsely accused, and 1, dead maiming. Okay.
Yeah. sounds
Did
pretty good.
anything fucking move?
Yeah, actual 9/11 definitely moved up. I honestly don't pay attention to that. I just read them at the beginning, read them at the end. The listeners go back and they tirelessly go through and
We have a Twitter account. We are factual evidence, and they actually give us the stats of each podcast.
Yeah, let's go with that. So, Andrew, you during the course of this podcast have fake left but real eaten, right?
Yeah, it's gone. The biscuit's gone.
But so how about you switch those two around?
Fake eat.
Nope. Yep.
Okay, bye.
See ya.
Okay. That's it. We are assholes. Oh, that's a good sign off. We are ass. Oh, man. Only took 10 episodes to come up with that one. The name of the show at the end. All right. Bye.
Bye. And it's still going for some reason.